Today, I want to show you my dream home because Art and I are in the process of looking at properties and everything, and I may never get to build this dream home, but I have been redesigning and studying this house for many years. So let me start off by showing this to you. Where did it go? Here it is. Okay. This is a house built here locally in Oklahoma by old school construction. And I stumbled upon this home because my dad is friends with the owner of old school construction. So, um, like mentioned before, my dad owns a roofing company. So, he does all of the old school construction roofs. So, this roof that you see on here, that was done by Done Right Roofing. So, anyway, today I just want to show you this house because I love everything about it. Well, I say that, but I have redesigned it to what I think would be the absolute perfect house. And I want to share that with you guys because all I have ever wanted is for somebody to create for me like a 3D design of this house the way that I've redesigned it. But I don't know anyone that would do that for me for free. And of course, I don't want to pay somebody to do it because I'll probably never actually get to build this house. So that would be a waste of money to do. But I've always wanted to see what it would look like if my design came to life. So let me show you exactly why I love this house. When you walk in, this is what you are greeted with when you go through that front door. Don't you guys just love this? When I saw the brick wall, now, if you've seen our kitchen renovation video, then you know we did a faux brick wall in our kitchen. And so, I love that look. I love the brick wall look indoors. So, I also love these railings. If we do have any stairs in our future home, these are the railings I would like to do. I just love them. But these floors also, I typically like a darker floor, but I do love this lighter floor for a brighter look, obviously, especially if you're in a smaller space, lighter is going to reflect more light and make it feel a little bit more open. But what I love about these floors is the variation in the tones, and I love that. And then let's see here. As we get over here toward the kitchen, you'll see the kitchen cabinets that I just love. So, now the wood part, let me say that. One thing that drives me crazy these days in newer construction homes is that everybody's going to all white kitchens. And I always look at that and think they must either not have kids or they're just not thinking logically that white cabinets are going to be extremely hard to keep clean. So, I would not want an all white kitchen. If I did do any white cabinets, I would do them on the uppers only and not on the lowers, just because little kids and fingerprints and stuff, especially on an open floor plan like these are, you don't really have a way to keep the kids out of the kitchen. So you're going to have little bitties running all over the place. And even though Art and I don't have any children living at home still ourselves, we do want a home that we can have all of our family come visit. And we have grandkids now. We still have plans for future grandkids because a lot of my kids have not started their own families yet. So there will be more grandchildren in the future. So anyway, let's take a look at these photos. I just want to show you. Now, again, this floor plan and this home was built by old school construction, but I want you to get a good feel for this because what I came across, the reason why I thought of a redesign for this in the first place is because in the same neighborhood where they build these homes, several years back, I came across a home on Zillow that looked like it was an old school home. There were just several things in it that were design elements that I've known to be old school elements. And so I went to go tour the home with a realtor, and I'm going to show you pictures of that in a moment. But it it seemed similar to this layout as far as the kitchen is concerned, but they did a couple of extra things that I fell in love with, and I thought I still like this floor plan, by the way, is called the Bora Bora 2, and I thought I still like my Bora Bora plan, but I kind of like these other elements. Now, I did find out later that the other home was built by a different builder, and, I think I found out that he's no longer in business or something. I'm not sure about that, but anyway, I do wanna show you the pictures that I've got of that other home and show you the similarities and what I fell in love with out there that made me think that could be implemented into this floor plan. So let's take a look at that now. Okay, so once again, this is when you walk in the door of that Bora Bora home. You can see how wide this hallway is. So keep that in mind. Over here, excuse me, over here, that is the entrance into the kitchen from the hallway, and I'll show you that from the kitchen side in just a moment. The reason why I'm pointing that out, you'll understand in a moment when I show you the other home so that you can see what I mean by how similar they are in design, but somewhat different. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. Okay, so again, as you walk into the living room, and then you can see the kitchen there, see the dining room back here, and then right in this little hallway, you've got the door into the master bedroom. So keep all of that in mind. And there's your another angle. Okay, looking at the kitchen now. Now, one thing that Old School is known for is their hidden pantries. They are the reason why I fell in love with the thought of a hidden pantry anyway, but I have another idea for their hidden pantry design that I want to show you. And again, I do want to say I came across this many, many years ago. So I know styles are changing, design features are changing, but I have loved this for so long. It's still in my mind of what I think is a perfect design. So their hidden pantry is right over here. Can you see that? We'll get a close up of it in a moment. That little hallway is over in there. You'll see in a moment. And again, here is the hallway going over to the master bedroom. Now keep this in mind because the other home that I saw, it's got like a little coffee bar built in here. And that's one thing that I want to show you that is different from this old school design. Okay. So there again, just some more look another look at it here. Man, don't you love those stairs though? Gosh, I love that. I love that look. Okay, so you're starting to see the little entryway or door entrance right here into back into that hallway, right? More of the dining room, and you can see you got a door over here leading out onto the back patio, which the well, let me go back for a second. The living room, see the living room windows, they look over onto that or yeah, they look onto that back patio, that door's over in this area, right? Let's get back. Okay, so now we've got this angle here, which when I show you the other home, you're gonna see how similar these are to one another, okay? So keep in mind refrigerator, they got the microwave built in right here. You got an opening here leading back out to the hallway, and then here's your hidden pantry. And I'm gonna show you the floor plan in a moment too of where I've made my design changes or layout changes. So again, you can see looking down here at the dining room, and then you got the back door there. So right here is your hidden pantry, and then again, there's your doorway leading out into that hallway, or what they call the gallery is what it says on the floor plan. Uh, I may have come too far, but at least you can kind of see right here where the that little area is before you walk into the master. Oh, really quick, another thing that Old School is known for, and you've probably already seen it if you've seen any of our shorts, but I love a a doorless shower because I like the idea of not cleaning shower doors ever again. And the first time I ever saw a doorless shower, well, actually, the first time I ever saw it was at my friend Trina's house, but after that, I started seeing it in the Old School homes, and now, of course, a lot of people are doing doorless showers, but, this is for this particular floor plan, let me show you. Oh, no, I didn't save all of those photos. Okay, so this is as you have come out of the laundry room and you're back in that gallery hallway, right? You recognize the stairwell right over here by the front door. That's that entrance into the living room. This is into the back into the kitchen, right? And then you got this little mud bench here. Okay. Um, I think some of this are different homes. These are different old school homes. The only reason why I saved these is because if I had my choice, these are the kitchen cabinets I would do. That I don't even know what that color is called, but love it. I wanna say it's probably hickory or something, but I don't know, I love it, I love it, I love it. Don't you guys love that? What would you change about that? This is a different old school floor plan, but it's got the kitchen cabinets that I like and that light colored floor that I like, and I think they complement each other very well, where they're not too matchy-matchy, but they go well together, and then that's the front door that I would want as well. So, again, this is a different floor plan, but you kinda get an idea for how old school does their stuff, right? So, on this one, they've got the hidden pantry here, so it goes back and around, so I want you to keep that in mind. Because on the Bora Bora floor plan, they have their refrigerator over on this side and the hidden pantry over here. See, obviously, this is where you'd put the fridge on this one. But taking these two floor plans, Bora Bora and this one, which I don't know what floor plan this is, but taking them and then taking aspects from that other house I'm about to show you is how I came up with what I think is the perfect design. So let's go look at that other house real quick. Okay. It's been 4 or 5 years since I've toured this home when it was for sale back then, so these pictures are bad because they were taken from an old phone, and I've made copies of them and stuff, so anyway, they're kind of grainy, but hopefully you can kinda still see what I'm talking about. So, as you can tell, this is the living room, right, and the kitchen, so you can kind of see the similarity in the kitchen layout. And the dining room's over here, just like on the Bora Bora. The only difference is they don't have that gallery going back behind the kitchen, right? There's like an office here instead of a gallery, but you'll see the similarities as I go through here. Now, remember when I was showing you the Bora Bora going into the master bedroom, which that's what this is doing, going into the master bedroom? You can see they've got a coffee bar built in here, and I love that. I love the idea of the coffee bar being near the master bedroom. Okay, so here's another look from the living room, and now I'm sure you can really see how similar this is, excuse me, to the Bora Bora in the way that the living room's here, the kitchen's here, the island's facing the living room, the dining room's here. You got a back door right here looking onto that back patio, and then the master bedroom is over here. So that layout is exactly the same, right? Except that on this plan, you're opening to get into that hallway and go back down toward the garage and stuff. It's here, whereas remember on the old school one, it was against this wall that runs right here. Okay, that's just another look. Okay, so here is what I love so much about this plan. They have an, I can't talk, an appliance garage with a brick wall as the background. So now let's go back to from the living room side. See how it's kind of hidden? I love that in this little area, you can keep all of your appliances out, like your KitchenAid or dehydrator or freeze dryer, all of those things. They can stay out on those countertops where they're easy access, especially for someone that's homesteading like we want to do, except it's just not, like, visible to the entire household, right? You have to actually go into the kitchen to see it, and it sits back a little bit, right? So you've got plenty of space, you got more storage underneath there, and have you guys ever seen those, KitchenAid mixer stands where it goes in a lower cabinet and then you pull it out and it pops up, that's cool too. But in this situation, I'd just leave it out as much as I like to use my KitchenAid. So anyway, I like that. I love that they have the built-in lights up there, all of this. So when I first toured this home, I was like, I love that. I wonder how I could get this aspect worked into my dream Bora Bora floor plan, right? So as we continue here, also the other thing I loved in this house was the backsplash. I love hexagons. It's very mid-century modern type of stuff, and I really love using hexagons in my design. I love hexagon tiles and all of that. So you can see they've got some over there. Well, they've got a countertop here that you can put some stuff. You got all that. You can put your coffee bar here, appliance garage here, and then even out here you'll see in a moment, but back behind the kitchen is where the pantry is. But then again, now this would be a perfect floor plan for me, but I still like a hidden pantry. So that was what I was trying to incorporate. So I love this idea. I love this idea, but I still like a hidden pantry too. So that's where I kind of combined two of the old school floor plans and this one to come up with something that uses all of my favorite elements of all of them. Okay. And I'm going to show you in just a moment. Okay. So, like, there's more of that little coffee bar area. And so here's a better look at that before you walk into the master bedroom. And then more of the kitchen, and then you see there, that's that doorway, or yeah, doorway. Okay, now here's a better look. The next picture is gonna show you what the pantry looks like. So from that picture, we're actually standing in the doorway of the pantry, and then from where that picture was taken, if you turn around, you'll see the garage door, and that's the picture after. So let's look at that. Okay, so there's your pantry. And then turning around from there, there's your door back out into the garage, and then the, mud bench right here is how they do it, but of course, on old school, this area is open and you've got that gallery wall or walk through right there, right? Okay. So now this is, the old school Bora Bora floor plan of another home that is reversed. It's the same floor plan but reversed. So I wanted to show you this is a completed one. So I think okay, so recently Art and I went and toured one that was still under construction because I've been trying to explain to him and my dad what my dream was for this layout, but it was hard for them to understand as I was drawing it out on the floor plan. But and I'm gonna show you the floor plan in a second, kinda go through that before I show you the video. But while we were touring that home that's under construction, I was trying to explain it all to them. I did take video, so I'm gonna show you that in a moment as well. But just keep in mind that when I'm talking about the pantry, I'm talking about see how wide this hallway is? I mean, I'm sure it's at least 4 feet if I were kinda going off of my eyes. It's at least 4 feet, maybe 5 feet. I'm not sure, but, I wish I had taken a measuring tape and measured it. Anyway, it's a pretty wide hallway. I just measured my hallways here at my house, and they're 3.5 feet. So, I really think you could take 2 foot of space from this and still have a decent walkthrough right here, okay? So, in my imaginary design, I'm adding 2 feet, like, bumping this wall out 2 feet and bringing it around, okay, and closing this all in or making the appliance garage in this area, kinda like that other house, making this like where this opening is, walling it off, but having the appliance garage there. Now, where this mud bench is, though, I would eliminate that and have the opening into the kitchen be right here coming around, and right in this area, you'll see in a moment, that's where the hidden pantry currently is, but I would change it and put it over here. So, let me let me show you all of that. Okay, let's just get our bearings really quick with this floor plan. So, as you walk in the front door, remember we see that stairway right there. You've got the gallery area here. That's where your brick wall is. You've got your mud bench here. This is the door leading back out to the garage. And, as you come around through the great room, you see the kitchen and dining room here, goes out to the covered patio. You got this little area here leading into the master bedroom, right? And then, of course, when you come around oh, I never did show you guys the hidden pantry, like, once you open it. I need to go back and find that. I will. I'll show you. Okay. So, in my design idea, I would make the hidden pantry be right here, okay? And I've drawn this up. I several years ago, I used Photoshop and edited a copy of this floor plan to show my dad what I was talking about. And so, anyway, so I would wall this off right here, okay, and come down and just take up maybe 2 foot of this gallery area. So wall it off here and around back up to here. Okay. So you got this space back here, but then this, well, okay, so you'd have a wall here too, because this would be your hidden pantry. So anyway, well, okay, before I show you that, let me jump back and show you. Let me find the hidden pantry pictures really quick. Okay, so again, there's that hidden, and you'll get where I'm going with that in just a moment. And then where this opening is over here, that would be set back a little bit and be a small appliance garage, similar to how that other appliance garage was, just on a smaller scale. It wouldn't be as wide. And then this would then become your entryway into the kitchen. It's going to be from over there and around. Okay. So I'm going to show you that on the floor plan in just a second. Okay, again, this is that other floor plan, and I just wanna point this out now that you guys know where I'm going with that. So imagine if your fridge was here, because remember, this is also a flipped floor plan, which we're gonna get to that in a second too. But anyway, imagine if your fridge was here, and then you had the hidden pantry, which you see right here, over here instead, and then when it opens, so I'm gonna show you this in a second, where it opens and it goes back and around. So, actually, let me just get to that. Okay, again, you're about to see where it oh, okay, here's one of them. So, this is from a different floor plan, but that's their hidden pantry. So, my idea, though, with the hidden pantry, see how you have this space here where it's just like they've just, like, put the cabinet up, right? And then it goes back in there? So, my idea would be to build some shelving in this area that's, like, on rollers, and, this here, see how they have that? I'd bolt those little triangle things on the back of my rolling shelf, and so that and put some magnets on it or something so that as you pull it in, it snaps, it magnetizes into place, and make it look like when you open this, so when you open this or just looking at it when it's closed, it's a hidden pantry. It just looks like, um a cabinet, right? So then when you open it, it really does look like a cabinet because you've got like shelves in here that can hold all your canned goods or whatever. But then when you push on that, it'll roll back and then you can get into the deeper part so that you can actually hide some stuff back there, you know. I don't does anybody understand what I'm talking about? So anyway, okay, let me go find the other hidden pantries. Oh, that must be the end of that one. Okay, let me see here. I know I've got some. Well, no, that's the we were just looking at. So this is that kitchen, okay. But here's another hidden pantry of theirs, of old schools. So you can see how when you open up the cabinet doors, you got all this space right here. And that's where I think you could build a floor to ceiling shelving system that looks like it's just built in right there. And that way nobody knows there's actually anything behind it, but then when you push on it, it can roll backwards or roll open like a doorway and lead you back into the rest of this space, if that makes sense. Okay, and then that is what that hidden pantry looks like when it's shut. This is the one that I originally daydreamed about, right? It was this version of the Bora Bora 2. So again, I just wanna show you again the kitchen, dining room, patio, master bedroom. Also, that other house that I fell in love with the appliance garage and the other brick wall and stuff, that one was set up like this, okay? But the house that Art and I went and looked at, that I shot video at, that I'm about to show you, that one was the reverse floor plan. So I'm gonna show you the flipped floor plan after I kinda go over this so that you're kind of following along with me, okay? Okay. So, thinking back to everything I just showed you, so imagine if the garage door walking in, right? All of this is still gonna be the same, your front door right here, all of this walking around, right? So you got garage door, gallery, front door, opening into the living room and everything. You've got this opening into the kitchen, but instead, we're gonna close this off. Well, okay, we're gonna build a wall here and come down and back around to here, okay? So imagine a little rectangle space that's walled off right here. And we're moving walls, so it would be a little bit more space than what it is gonna sound like because some of these walls wouldn't be there. So anyway, so this, instead of the opening being right here, instead the opening's gonna be here and here. And then with this dead space right here, you can actually put in like a broom closet. Okay, so just imagine, like, as you're coming in from the garage, you're gonna see, instead of the mud bench right there, you would see an opening here that goes turns and goes into the kitchen, just like that other design, okay? So it turns to go into the kitchen, and then right here, you've got, like, a little broom closet, okay? Now, as you're coming into the kitchen, this part could just be open, but set back a little bit for that appliance garage, right? And then again, this gallery space, we would be cutting it in half, but it's not like it's a huge space that you're gonna be using a lot, so it'll be just wide enough to get through, which is perfectly fine. And for furniture placement and stuff like that, you'll still have plenty of space coming in this direction, right? Okay, so coming over here, I would do the hidden pantry, see how it goes in and curves? I would do that hidden pantry here and have it curve back behind the refrigerator. So that's why we would have this walled off, right? So hidden pantry here and curved around. Then you would have space for the appliance garage. And then this comes around. Are you guys tracking with me? Does that all make sense? And it would cause the pantry to be slightly larger than their normal pantries. Do you see what I'm saying? Because it's going to go wider this direction. Okay, so now that you've seen all of that, let me show you the flipped version of this floor plan so that you get it in your mind what I'm talking about. I don't have Photoshop anymore, so I had to go into Canva to flip this. So the regular floor plan first. So, okay, so if this is flipped, here's your front door, here's your garage door, here's your gallery, okay? And refrigerator right here. But instead of the hidden pantry being over here, we'd put it next to the refrigerator. And then it's going to come in, run along behind the refrigerator. And then from this garage door, you're going to come in. Instead of having this mud bench, it's going to be open right here. Instead of open right here, open right here. So as you come in, you're going to turn this way, and this is open, right? But over here, this can still be the appliance garage. So it'll come back just even with this wall that we would build out, right? It's going to come back to about right there. Okay. Do you get that? So all of this is going to be open into that appliance garage. You'd have a wall right here, though, of course. And then, so as you come down, and you can put a broom closet right here. So as you come in from the garage, you curve this way to go into the kitchen because this is going to be open. This is going to be open. But then as you walk into the kitchen, if you turn to your left, you would see your appliance garage here. And then, of course, this is going to be the hidden pantry. Of course, this would come out even with the fridge, too. So, anyway, so when you open that, you'd have, like I talked about, those building out those cabinets for the front part of the pantry. And then if you pushed them back, then it reveals like a deeper pantry back here. Does that make sense? And then you have your kitchen, your dining room, all of that. Okay. So let me go to the videos to share those with you guys. Okay. So the reason why I wanted to let you get your bearings with the flipped floor plan is because that is how this one that we went and toured. Now, remember, this one's still under construction, but I was recording this video to explain to my dad and Art so that they would be able to understand what I was talking about. Okay, so coming in from the garage, instead of having the mud bench right here, I'd like to put it built into the wall over here. And then this brick wall here, extend it to where this cord is and still have several feet walkway through here, but have that brick wall go all the way out and down to where that mud bench is. Have that all closed off in brick. And then instead of this opening, put the opening right here in the corner, which would be where this pantry is. So then your opening would come in this way, and then right here, just wall this part off and make a broom closet right here. But then, so you would come in right here and then turn to come into the kitchen. And then where this is, that would then become the hidden pantry, because I would continue the wall here. So this opening would not be there, it would be down there. Have this all walled off. Have your double doors for the hidden pantry right here. And that refrigerator wall stops right here. So when you open it for the pantry, you would actually come in and this would all be pantry space all the way down. But your brick would come all the way down to here. So you would actually walk in and then have all this space for the pantry. And it would go all the way up. So it'd be a much larger pantry. And it would come all the way down to here. And then in the laundry room, I would like a door to the outside. Okay, so just going back to what I was saying right there, let me see here. Where I was saying, you'd have all of that. Let me find it again. Okay. So anyway, so it would all be bricked off all through there, right? But then remember the pantry wall, though, it would be closed right here, and all of that would be pantry space. But this would be open from the front side to reveal an appliance garage, if that makes sense. I need to find my documents where I had redrawn this out on the floor plan. I want to show that to you guys so bad, because if there is anybody out there that knows how to redesign a floor plan accurately and not just in Photoshop like I did, I would love to see this floor plan laid out. And if I wish that I knew how to use um, design software or architectural software, because I so badly want to see this design in 3D or like an imaginary walkthrough of some sort. I just want to see what it would look like. And even though I know we're never going to have the money to actually build this house, it's just my fantasy. And I've been daydreaming about it for so many years that I would just love to see what it would look like. And hopefully, anyone watching this, if you love this design and you can afford to build it, I'm hoping somebody would take my ideas and just go build this house the way that I have thought of, because I've truly, I've tried to think of functionality and what I would want and need in a proper kitchen, because so many new homes these days don't have the functionality that a real kitchen actually needs. I think it's going off of the fact that so many people eat out nowadays they don't use their kitchens as much, and so that's what our new home builds are being based off of, but that's not my life. So, I need a functioning kitchen, and, I love hidden pantry ideas, things like that. So this is how I would redesign that. I also love the appliance garage idea, like I said. So, anyway, if anybody has the capability to redesign this floor plan for me, please let me know. I would love to talk to you about my design ideas and try to find a way to make this a animated or 3D thing that I could actually look at because I just want to see it so bad. One of my favorite shows on HGTV is 100 Day Dream Home, and they were actually doing the exact style of pantry that I was talking about, except, as I said, I would put some shelves in the front of it so that you don't have all that wasted space, and then it could really truly be a hidden pantry. But see how they've got theirs like right next to the refrigerator. Okay, guys, here is the floor plan as I have redesigned it. Now, I do want to say really quick that I think Old School has a fabulous floor plan. So please don't think that I'm promoting changing their existing floor plan. I think that that was an amazing floor plan as it was. It was just that the I needed more functionality in the kitchen, although I was gonna go with it as it was, if I was ever gonna get to build this house, that is, until I saw that other home with the appliance garage and the separate, um, coffee bar and everything, and I just wanted to take the 2 homes and merge them into one to make my dream home. And, as a woman who raised 4 boys, I just feel like I have a pretty good grip on what you need in a kitchen if you're going to be raising children, if you're going to be homesteading, if you're going to be doing any of those things, what you need in a functioning kitchen. Now, you will notice on my floor plan, I have made other changes throughout the home. I'm not going to talk about that today, but if you guys want to know more about where I was going with my design ideas, I would love to tell you more about that and show you more images to explain why I was designing it in the way that I was. But for now, let's just look at this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull in the flipped images. I'm going to show you the original Bora Bora 2 floor plan from Old School. And I'm going to put my redesigned floor plan next to it. These are going to be the flipped images, though, because that is the style that I did the walkthrough of. And so I want you guys to be able to understand what I'm talking about since that's the floor plan that you've actually walked through with me now. Okay, guys, here are my flipped images. We've got the Old School plan on the left hand side of your screen and my redesign plan on the right hand side. Now, I wish that I knew how to do a screen record so that I could point to things. I don't know how to do that without using StreamYard, and since that messes with the quality of the images, I just don't want to do that. So, anyway, I guess I'll use arrows to try to show you, but I sure do wish that you could see as I'm pointing to things. Anyway, just look as you are walking in from the garage. I'll kind of put an arrow where the garage is, and you'll see because I used the exact same floor plan, dropped that into Photoshop, and then just like deleted walls and then moved walls around. So you'll kind of get your bearings. But really, what I just want you to see is how I redesigned that gallery area and the pantry and change that so that the pantry is over next to the fridge. And so that then we would have an appliance garage instead and all of that stuff. So just kind of look at that, glance back and forth at the two if you need to. You can even pause this and look at them a little more closely. You can zoom into them if you want. Um, I really wish I could point things out to you so that I could explain it better, but I just don't know how much other people understand floor plans. I always felt like that was just a natural thing, and then as I've gotten older, I've realized that maybe it's just natural for me because my family is in construction and my parents build a new house about every 2 years or so. So, I've gotten used to seeing a lot of different floor plans over the years, but anyway, I just, want to see what you guys think about the redesign of this Bora Bora floor plan and what you think of the hidden pantry and the way that I moved it and the possibility of having an appliance garage but still utilizing this amazing Bora Bora floor plan. And you'll probably notice some of my other edits on there, but we can talk about those in a different video if you guys would like. Now, I know this has already been an extremely long video, actually, my longest ever. So I will go ahead and cut it off now. But hopefully, you guys can pause this, take a look at that kitchen, and figure out where I was going with all of that. And let me know if it makes sense to you or not. Um, Maybe I'm just on an island all alone. But anyway, I do believe that it is the best floor plan ever for anyone that's looking to homestead or have a large family. And so I'm hoping that somebody will take my idea and run with it. So, anyway, remember to go the second mile today for somebody in your life and with your resources. And thanks for watching.